everyone. I miss all of you terribly. I told you I'd come up with some ideas for you guys to do at home. So this week I have one of the activities that I was planning on doing anyway on home visits for this week, and then another one that I found in doing some research. So the first one is more for my toddler-ish kind of little ones, so the 15-month-olds to almost 3-year-olds that I have. And get your standard cookie sheet. Here's my lovely cookie sheet and a piece of colored paper. You can use any kind of paper you want. And I'm using some things I found from around the home. You can use whatever you'd like. So some different shapes: a heart, a square, a circle, and a star, and a Jenga block. And then take your pen and trace around each of them. Sorry, I don't have the ability to edit too much, so we're going to go through this as fast as possible. And kind of separate the items out on the piece of paper as best as you can. And here in the square. And a star. Okay, so take them all off. I'm not the best, but it's good for an example to show you what to do, and then your toddler can match the shapes. So putting them out for your toddler, and they can match, and there's the circle and the heart and the square and the rectangle and the star. And then similar, but with some more difficult items. I used a monkey from a barrel of monkeys, a little hand from my cookie cutters. I have a big box of foam letters left over from my kids' parties and things. So a letter B, a shell, and a craft stick or tongue depressor, depending on where you are. And the same kind of thing. So just trace around them. And the barrel monkey is going to take a little more time, but I'm just going to go around the outside to kind of give you a little bit of an idea. And the handprint. I probably would use a thicker marker so you have more definition on your items. And same thing. So then they can match the shapes. And they can see this is kind of similar, but not quite. And be supportive and help them and go, oh, that's not quite right. Maybe try this one, see if this one matches, and turn it. It's kind of like it's just a different way of doing a puzzle. So that was for my toddlers. And then the activity that I was going to do with everybody, which works well for the babies, is take an empty water bottle. You probably have a lot hanging around right now, don't you? If the sturdier ones work a little bit better, so like the Boss brand or the Suja brand. And I, of course, forgot my example. All right, so making a sensory bottle. There's different kinds of sensory bottles you can make. This is what we're going to do this week. And so I have been saving some Voss water bottles, and Zonia, my assistant, was saving me her Suja water bottles. The thicker, heavier duty bottles do work a lot better than the thinner ones. The Crystal Geyser brand are really thin, and they do that crinkly thing, which are really great because for those, to recycle those, you can put things inside that make sounds, and you can kind of shake them around and then glue the lid shut, so it makes kind of a fun little noisy toy. But for today we're doing the sensory bottle. So this one has mineral oil or baby oil in it, which is the same thing. And then it also has this heavier duty glitter that I had purchased. and some food coloring, and some water. My second bottle that I had made as my example has baby oil, mineral oil in it. Fine glitter, which I found at like Dollar Tree or 99 cents only, and if you don't want to go out and you don't have to put glitter in it, maybe you have some left over from something someplace that you could dig out. It just adds kind of something for fun. And then it also has, if you can see, I don't know that you can see the little balls, the colored balls that are in, those are those water beads that you can find. I think I bought a container of like 8,000 or something, and it's about that big. And I bought it on Amazon. It just makes something different because they do different things. The ones with the heavier glitter has a different movement than the ones with the finer glitter and with the Orbeez in it. My daughter keeps trying to steal them. And then I also had different things that I put inside of them. So these are just letters that I had bought for this particular activity. This is what I could grab when I was able to go into my office last week. And there's some eyeballs. I think I found those probably at Dollar Tree too. So let's make it. So I took my lid off, I opened my mineral oil, and please be very careful. I'm going to use my tray here for this so I don't make a huge mess on my carpet in one of the rooms in my house. Should have probably opened it beforehand. Fill it, I don't know, about a third to a half full of your mineral oil. And then you can take a couple items. I really hope they fit in. They did. So an Q, an S, a K. I think maybe I'll pick a different, something that's a little bit like a brighter color here from the bottom. A D, and a T. Put those in. If you want to add other stuff, you can. Sometimes it's really loud, sorry. The simpler things that you use, the better. So I'll put a couple eyeballs in, maybe. Oops, just for something silly. You can also use dish soap to make them. Dish soap, you just don't use as much dish soap. So instead of filling up to about a third of the way, you'd only want to fill it up to about a quarter of the way. And you can always find most of this kind of stuff on Pinterest. And then I'm going to use the heavier of the glitter just because it's what's open right now. Maybe. And I discovered at work the easiest way to put the glitter in is with a funnel. So, however much glitter you want, and if you don't have glitter, that's fine. You don't have to put glitter in, it just sometimes just makes it a little bit more fun. And then pour your water in. Till you're basically full. There we go. I used green food dye because apparently that's what I have a lot of at home. And a few drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drops of food dye. Put on your lid. And you hope that the lid is not broken. And it is, so it's going to leak on me. That does not make me happy. Shake it up. And you have, ooh, this one is pretty cool. I put a lot of glitter in this one. So the more items you put in, the more interesting it's going to be, the more fun things they can look at, or it's just something simple like this that they can find. But there you go, you can watch the things change. I found the cue over here. The more stuff you put in, the better, as far as like letters and things. And as you see, it's starting to separate at the bottom, and the colors are changing and it's going up. And then when you're done, when you're happy with it and it looks just like you want, put a little glue in the lid and on the top rim to glue it shut so it doesn't accidentally break open on you. And those were my activities for this week, so I hope everybody enjoys. Don't forget to read every day, every day, every day, every day. Sing songs every day, every day. Talk, read, sing. You've heard me say it before. Read lots of different books, and your baby's going to tell you which ones they like the best over and over and over again. And don't forget the bubbles to work in that language. I will see you guys next week. Everyone, stay safe.